Hi, good morning. How's everybody today on this Friday? Another week went by. I was out walking already today because I was concerned about the weather. I don't know what's going to happen today. I heard something about snow. I don't know. It's May. That would be really strange. But it looks like maybe the sun is trying to come out. Hopefully. I'm going to take another walk later on. So hope you guys are all doing well. I saw Michelle's Zoom call today. It was fun to be on with her class. And I told them about reading today. Maybe some children will come on. Reading, I was really lucky because Andrea Bergman, who runs PJ Library, had some PJ Library books in her house. So I was able to get a few more to read to you on Fridays. So I'm really happy to say I have a whole bunch. And we'll get started in a minute, just waiting. Hopefully we'll have some people coming on to see us, having some coffee. If we have time, I'm going to make something special with you at the end of our story today. So stay tuned for that. Hope you'll enjoy that. All right, I'm going to start reading. I don't know if any of you have. Hi, Madeline and Liam. How are you? Shabbat Shalom. So happy to see you. I don't know if you guys have ever read this book. I'm going to read The Shabbat Puppy today. I'm going to get started in just a minute or so, see if we have any other listeners coming in today. Glad you're here. Hi, Peter. So glad to see you. How's everything? Good morning. So, the book I'm going to read today is called The Shabbat Puppy. And The Shabbat Puppy is written by Leslie Kimmelman and illustrated. So illustrated means these great pictures. There's a great picture of this doggie in this story. Oh, hi, Nancy. Hi. So illustrated means she made all the drawings. So she's a talented lady in that she can do all these drawings, and you'll see them in the book. I really like the illustrations in this book. And her name is Jamie Zolars. And the book was published by Marshall Cavendish Children. And it is, hi, Liz. It is a PJ Library book. As I said, I got a few new books from Andrea. And if anybody wants to sign on to PJ Library, I heard some people that didn't know that you could get a free book once a month from PJ Library. Just go to pjlibrary.org and sign up for it. They are happy to send you a book. It's very exciting for the children to get a book through the mail. So it's a fun thing to do. So I hope that some of you will sign up for PJ Library. There's a few words in this story I want to talk about. So one of the words, this is a book about Shabbat. And so it is about our Saturday, our day, when we're quiet and restful. And so that's what it's a lot about, that. And shalom means three things. It means hello, goodbye, and peace. In this book, it's all about peace and quiet. And then the dog's name is Mazel. And Mazel means luck. And so we're hoping that the dog is going to bring this family some luck. So here you see Mazel's bowl, and I'm going to start reading. Hi, Jordan and Sophie. Every morning, every Saturday morning, Noah and Grandpa take a Shabbat walk. How lucky is Noah that he gets to take a walk every Saturday with his grandpa. It's the best time, Grandpa explains, to find Shabbat Shalom, some Shabbat peace. So when Grandpa goes on these walks, he looks for quiet and calm and peace, and that makes him happy. So here's a picture of Noah, the boy in the story. Here's his grandpa. And here's the important person in the story. Do you see? The dog, Mazel. Okay. And every Saturday morning, guess what? Noah asks if Mazel can come too. That wiggly, waggly, wet-nosed puppy, says Grandpa. He shakes his head. He's too noisy. How will I find Shabbat Shalom if he's along? Noah sighs. How will we know when we find Shabbat Shalom? You'll know, Grandpa answers. Shabbat Shalom makes you feel good from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. So let's see if Noah finds that peaceful time. Here they are, about to set off for their walk. And here's Mazel wanting to go, but not allowed. One early Saturday morning, Noah and Grandpa set out for the park. The sun is shining, the lake is sparkling, and Noah's shadow stretches out next to Grandpa's. Well, as I said, I see the sun coming out, so you may be able to go outside and do this, which is a fun thing to do. So you see, here's Grandpa and Noah, and over on this page, you can see their shadows on the ground. I think this one is Noah's. What do you think? And I think that one is Grandpa because it's a little bigger, right? So maybe later on try it and see if you can see your shadow outside. That would be so much fun. Look, Noah says, as a butterfly flutters down and perches on top of his shoe. Is that Shabbat Shalom? Sure is, says Grandpa. And look at Mrs. Duck and her 4 ducklings out on the lake. That's Shabbat Shalom too. So here are the butterflies, and down here you see the ducklings. Mazel likes ducks, says Noah. Mazel would scare them away, says Grandpa. He doesn't understand Shabbat Shalom. What do you think? You think the dog understands Shabbat Shalom and quiet and calm? Maybe he likes that too sometimes. Please, 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 begs Noah on another Saturday. Can't Mazel come today? That bouncing, barking puppy, says Grandpa, raising his eyebrows. He's still too noisy. Sorry, Mazel, says Noah, reaching down to pat him. So here's Noah begging, and here's Mazel ready to go. You see his leash in his mouth, and he's ready to go, but not today. Noah and Grandpa set out as usual. This time, they walked through the woods behind Noah's house. I notice each time they go to a different place for their walk. The sun makes dancing dots of light on the trees, and colored leaves blow this way and that like flying feathers. See how that looks? Those leaves do look like flying feathers a little, right? Mazel likes to chase the falling leaves, says Noah. He's really funny. Noah's really trying hard to get Mazel to go on these walks. He's thinking of every way to convince his grandpa. Answers Grandpa, but not very peaceful. I guess not. If he's running after the leaves, I don't know how peaceful that will be, right? Look, Shabbat Shalom, exclaims Noah, pointing to a big spider web glistening with tiny droplets of dew. See the spider web up there? And in the middle, you can see the spider making his own spider web. Shabbat Shalom, repeats Grandpa, pointing to a bush bright with autumn raspberries. Noah pops a berry into his mouth. Sweet. See, he's putting the berry into his mouth and see the berries growing. I haven't seen any of those here. So I don't think we have any berry bushes. When winter arrives, Noah says, I promise Mazel will behave. Can't we take him along this time? That jumpy, jiggly dog, asks Grandpa. He's still too noisy for Shabbat Shalom. And here he is trying to convince his grandpa to go. Noah and Grandpa set out again. As they step off the front porch, it begins to snow. Like I said before, I don't know if all of you heard, but the weatherman's saying it may snow tonight or tomorrow. I can't even imagine in May that we're going to have snow. But let's watch and see. It's going to be interesting to see if it snows. They make a 4-footprint trail as they slip and slide along the sidewalks and blow puffs of cold air into the sky. So they make 4 boot prints, and what that means is everybody has 2 shoes. So 2 shoes for Noah and 2 shoes for Grandpa. And did you ever do that? When it's really cold, you can blow into the air and see it. With Mazel along, we could have an 8-footprint trail, because how many feet does Mazel have? 4. So the 4 from Grandpa and Noah and 4 from the dog makes 8 footprints. Noah says, but Grandpa just says, still not ready to let him go. So see the snow falling? Looks kind of pretty, right? Look, Shabbat Shalom, exclaims Noah, holding out a mitten. 2 perfect snowflakes have landed near his thumb. Snowflakes are the best thing about snow. They're magic. I think the best thing about snow is the quiet, says Grandpa. Shh, listen. I don't hear anything, Noah replies. Exactly, Grandpa agrees, squeezing his hand. Shabbat Shalom. Now, how about some hot cocoa? And you'll see that's part of my surprise for later. Hope we'll get to it. Finally, spring arrives. You just have to let Mazel come today, Grandpa, Noah says. He's grown up a lot. He's quieter now. Grandpa looks at Mazel. You know, maybe you're right. He reaches for the dog's leash and winks. Okay, you lucky dog, you're coming with us. Wow, that's so exciting. Hooray, shouts Noah. Come on, Mazel. And here they are. And now it looks like they're going down a street in their town. So like I said, they seem to go on walks in different places all the time. Noah and Grandpa and Mazel set out. There they go. Doesn't look like anywhere near my house. How about yours? Maybe it's in a city or something. In the park, Mazel stops beside a tree to smell. Sniff, sniff. He wags his tail. Bump, bump. He starts to bark. Yip, yip. Before Grandpa can scold, quiet down, Mazel. Noah spies a baby bird hopping on the grass nearby. Oh no. I wonder if the baby bird should be there. I don't think it can fly yet, whispers Noah. So here it is. Look at that baby bird. I think they're onto something. I think that baby bird is not ready to be out of its nest. Grandpa doesn't think so either. Grandpa nudges the fledgling onto his newspaper, lifts it up, and gently tips it back into its nest. So you see the nest here? You see the mother bird and you see some eggs. So the baby bird probably was just born and really wasn't able to be out of its nest. And so it's what's happening here is that the dog, Mazel, was very important on their walk. Why do you think the dog was important? What did he help to do? He helped that poor little bird. Awesome. Shabbat Shalom, Noah says. Grandpa nods. Awesome. He leans down to give the dog a hug. Mazel's tail wags madly. See, Mazel is the perfect Shabbat pet, says Noah. Yep, answers Grandpa. You were right, Noah. Even a wiggly jiggly barking bouncing dog can find Shabbat Shalom. What was the Shabbat Shalom the dog found? Helping that little bird. So the dog Mazel was very important on their trip, right? So now every Saturday morning, it's Grandpa and Noah and Mazel who go for a walk. Always the three of them. Shabbat Shalom, Mazel. And that's the end of my book. I have 1 minute, and so I thought what we do today is make some chocolate milk. Remember, I talked about hot chocolate. So I have this in my house. It's powdered chocolate. Some of you may have chocolate syrup or something. And I'm going to put a spoonful of this into my blender. And move my blender over so you could see. This is my blender over here. Put a spoonful of that in. I'm going to put in some milk. Hopefully you have these ingredients at home. I'm going to put in some milk. And here's my secret ingredient. This is why I'm telling you about this. I'm going to put in a couple of pieces of, you know what this is? Ice. I'm going to put in some ice. Okay, hold your ears. It's going to make a very loud noise. I'm going to cover it and start it up. And now I have like a milkshake that I made. Does that look yummy? All right. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the story. Have some chocolate milk. Delish. Shabbat Shalom. See you next Friday.